Hello guys, welcome to MoBileMaThS with Gamtry. Today I want us to look at numbers. It's like from grade 1 to grade 7, you guys were learning to add and subtract numbers, and these numbers were positive numbers. They were positive numbers, and these were like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so on. And they would ask you add 9 plus 7, and you would get say 9 plus 7, you would get 16. 2 plus 5, and you'd get 7. Okay, now in grade 7, in grade 8 to grade 12, or from your form 1 to form 4, you will learn numbers can be positive and can also be negative. So we are going to look at positive and negative numbers. Okay, I've taken it's a point to have this lesson. Why? You find out when you are doing more complicated mathematics, these minor positive and negative numbers, they tend to be a problem to a number of students. That's why I've taken a liberty to have this video. So these positive and negative numbers, they've got a special name. They are called directed numbers. Okay, and normally what we do, we can represent these numbers on a number line. So I'm going to draw a number line. So because we've got negative and positive numbers, they go on the right side. So we have got positive going this side. Then the negative numbers, they go on the left side. So here I've got negative. Okay, so I'll have my center here as 0. So the center will be 0. So from 0 going to the positive side, which is the right side, will be positive numbers, which will be 1, 2, and 3, going on and on. Then on the left side, from 0 going to the negative side that I have highlighted here, we will have negative numbers. We have negative 1. So it's like the numbers will be like following the natural number line that we know, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But going in the negative sign, we have a negative sign. So from -1, I'll have -2, -3, and so on. Okay, so these are the number that we are going to be using, the directed numbers. Okay, then we have got what we call an integer. Okay, we have what we call an integer. An integer. Okay, so an integer is any positive or negative whole number, like what I've shown you on the number line above. Okay, so we can have integers like -3, -7, 8, positive. So it's like, okay, let me continue, 8, maybe 11. So it's like when you have a number like 8 and 10 and 11 like this, because they don't have a sign, like on our negative number there, the minus there, these are negative numbers. On the left side, negative numbers. Okay, so on my right there, here on my right, these numbers, they have no sign there, but it's there. So when we write a number like 8, it's like we assume there is a plus sign. We assume there is a plus sign, or we know there is a positive sign there. Okay, so they carry a positive sign. So maybe to elaborate this, let's have some example of addition of directed numbers. So I'll start with addition of directed numbers. So I'm going to use same numbers. let's say I've got minus, so I'm putting brackets so that you can see that this is one number. I've got minus 8 plus minus 3. Okay, then when we have such a number, what it means is this. We can go on our number line. Let me draw my number line here. Okay, so I'm going to start at 1. At 1. So this is my 0 here. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 10, minus 9, sorry, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12. Okay, so these are the points that I have on my number line. Okay, like this. So when we say minus 8, so I'm coming here at minus 8. Then we say plus. Okay, so it means when I have a plus, I should be going in the positive direction. Positive direction. Okay, now I'm going to say plus minus 3. Because of this minus here, it means I'm going to go on the negative side. So I'll count minus 3 going on the negative side. So this is the negative. Okay, so I'm going to count 3. I'm going to count 3 points. So I'm going from minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11. So these are 3. 1, 2, and 3. So the number that I'll get at the end of the day will be minus 11. Okay, so this is how we are going to do this. Let's have another example of addition. I can have, let's have minus 8 plus 3. Okay, this time around, we are coming from minus 8 again, but we are adding, meaning we are going on the positive direction, and we are adding, so it's like we are still maintaining that. So I'm going to add 3 from minus 8. It's the same minus 8, this one. So I'll go 3 points. 1, 2, and 3. So the number that I'll reach after counting 3 going on the positive direction is by number. So minus 8 plus 3, I get minus 5. Okay, so this is one way of doing this, but I find it simple and easy to do. Let's do it in a different way that you guys know. Okay, or you may understand without using a number line. So I can have my minus 8 plus minus 3 is equal to what? So what happens here is this. When I have minus 8 like this, then here I've got a plus, then I have got a negative. It's like the negative sign overrides the positive sign. So at the end of the day, I'll have like minus 8 minus 3. Then I'll be going, if I'm to go on my number line, I'll be going to the negative direction. Okay, then I'll get minus 11. Okay, the same goes to the next one, where we had minus 8 plus 3. This one is simple and straightforward. So here, the first one we had minus 11. Sorry, I didn't write that. Okay, now the second one, when we have minus 8 plus the plus, we get a plus. So it means we are going on the positive direction. We are going on the positive direction on our number line. And if we do that, we'll get minus 5. Okay, so maybe let's do 2 more examples. Let's do 2 more examples. Okay, here I've got plus 8 plus minus 3. Okay, so when we have this, it's the same like we have a positive on our number line. So I'll start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, like that. So it's like I've got a positive 8. This is my positive 8. Remember, we said numbers going up from 0, they are positive. Okay, so I've got a positive number here. So I've got my plus 8, and I'm saying plus, meaning I should go on the positive direction. Then I've got minus 3, so I have to take away 3. I will take away 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, so if I do that, it means I'll get a 5. It's a plus 5. So your answers, you can write them as plus 5 or 5 without a plus sign. Then the last example on addition, let's have another example. I've got plus 8 plus 3. Okay, so this one is straightforward. This is a plus and plus, so we are going to add 8 plus 3, we get 11, and it can be written as plus 11. Okay, let's go to subtraction. Okay, on subtraction, what happens is this. I'm gonna go fast this time. I've got minus 9 minus 4. Okay, so when we have such a number, it's like I'm saying minus 9, then I've got minus. Remember, we said when you have such a number like that, is the same as 4. So I've taken away 9. I want to take away again 4. So it means if I add the number of things that I've taken away, I will get a negative 13 there. Okay, so it's like you are taking away. If you want, you can use the number line again, you get the same thing. Let's have another one, minus 9 minus 4. Okay, this time around, when we have minus and minus, they become a plus. So I'll have minus 9 plus 4. Okay, and when we do that, it means from minus 9, we are going on the positive direction. We add 4, then we get minus 5. Okay, let's have other examples. Okay, so I can have plus 9 minus plus 4. Because of this negative, it overrides the plus. Remember, these plus are as good as 9 minus 4. So I will get a 5, which is plus 5. Let's have another one. Plus 9 minus 4 is equal to what? So remember, this is the same as plus. Minus, we get a plus. So I've got plus 9 plus 4. Okay, I will get a 13 there. Okay, maybe before we go, let's just look at 2 or 3 examples of multiplication. Okay, multiplication. Okay, so I can have minus 2 times minus 7. So when you have two negatives multiplying each other, you get a positive answer. You get a positive answer. It's like you're just saying 2 times 7. What do you get? We get 14. Okay, so that what happens, it's like we say minus times minus, we get a plus as our answer there. Okay, let's have another example. I can have minus 2 times plus 7. Okay, so this is now a minus times a plus. When we have such a thing, we will get a negative answer. So it will be the same as 2 times 7. What do we get? We get 14. Okay, so we have that minus here. So we have minus 14. Let's have 2 more examples. I've got plus 2 times minus 7. What do I get? Remember, we said a minus and a plus, when they are multiplying each other, we get a negative. So we have negative 14 there. Then the last example, I can have 2 plus 2 times plus 7. What do I get? This one is straightforward. I'll get a plus 14. Okay, maybe let's have 1 or 2 examples of division. Okay, division. Okay, so I'll have minus 10 divided by, so I can have it as minus 10 divided by minus 2 like this, but I'm going to write it in this way, minus 10 divided by minus 2. So when this happens, when two negative numbers are dividing each other, we get a positive. Okay, it's like they cancel off each other there. That's why I'm saying we get a positive. Then our answer becomes a 2 there, a positive 2. I can have again another example, last one before we go. I can have plus 10 divided by minus 2. Okay, so when a positive is being divided by a negative, or a negative is divided by a positive, we get a negative answer. So in this case, I'll give minus 5. Otherwise, I hope you have learned something, guys. I will stop here. Let's meet in other lessons. Otherwise, bye-bye.